This next video, we're moving on and we're looking at the geometry of triangles. So we've got some rules we need to know. The sum of the angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. So if I had A plus B plus C, I add up all the angles, it will always equal 180 degrees. We also have some triangles, okay? So you can classify your triangles by your angles. So do you remember in our last lesson, the last video, we're looking at acute angles. So a triangle might all be acute angles inside. So if we look at all those angles in there, there and there, we can see all of them are acute because they're below 90 degrees. This triangle here has one obtuse angle. We can see that obtuse angle there. And the other two would be acute. Right angle, one of them has a right angle in it. So we can see the right angle is shown here. And it looks like the other two in that case would be acute. So you can classify them by angles. So you can say this is an acute triangle, this is an obtuse triangle, and this one is a right angled triangle. You can also classify them by side lengths. And this is a one that we've seen before. Scalene, it has three different sides, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, that each of those dashes represents where of different lengths. So this side is different from this side is different from this side. So that's a scalene triangle. If you draw a triangle with two equal sides, that's called an isosceles, and it has two equal sides. Now an important property of an isosceles is that they're same angle. If they have two equal sides, these are the same angle. An equilateral triangle has 1, 2, 3 equal sides represented by the double dash. And if this is the case, then all these angles must be the same. So an equilateral triangle always has to have 60 degrees as its angle, otherwise it won't, because all of these have to be the same, and 60 plus 60 plus 60 is the only way of making 180 when all of them are the same. Now, I want you to move on to these questions here, and in your notebook, I want you to name the type of triangle that has, for instance, a pair of equal length sides. So, using your definitions from above, please answer these questions. So pause the video now and play when you've got your answers down and see if you've got your answers correct. The answers will follow now. So, name a kind of triangle that has a pair of equal length sides. So we're talking about the length of the sides. So we're going to look at one of these three. Pair means two, so this answer here will be the isosceles triangle. Part B, one obtuse angle. So this is literally just talking about the angles, and that's just called an obtuse triangle. All angles are 60 degrees. Up here, it doesn't mention anything to do with 60 degrees. We know that's a property of a equilateral triangle. D, one pair of equal angles. So we know that these have the equal angles here and only one pair of them. So this one also is a isosceles. All angles are acute. Well, this is simply a acute triangle. And F, all sides are of different length. This one will be the scalene. And then one right angle. That's the right triangle. So there we are. We've completed 7A.3 triangles.